What is going on? February 19th, weekly routine. If you're new to this website, make sure you check out the overview video that is right above this video, and we'll get started. We're going to start with child's pose. To get into the child's pose position, I like to go about knees around shoulder width, but you can go a little bit wider, you can go a little bit more narrow. And then you're going to sit your butt back onto your heels. If that is difficult, you can grab a pad, place it right between your heel and your butt, and that gives a little bit of space. If you don't have one of these, you can use like a foam roller or a rolled up towel. I'm pretty good though, so I'm going to ditch that. And then from here, you're just going to bring your head down to the ground, reach your arms out. Make sure you're breathing through this. What's really good about this position is we want to breathe through our belly, and this position allows us to do that, and it's a little bit tougher to breathe up through the chest. So head down, arms out in front, and then I'll see you in 1 minute. All right, so 1 minute completed. And now we're going to go into a variation of the child's pose. So instead of just bringing our hands out in front of us, we're going to shimmy them over to the side so we get a nice bend down this whole side of the body. And we're going to hold that for 1 minute on each side. One minute on each side, and now we're going to go into a Cobra. We were bent over for a little bit. Now I want to create some extension through our body. So we're going to hit Cobra, and we're going to do 10 reps on this. We're going to lay down on our belly, and then arms, let me just make sure I'm not on my cell phone here. Our arms can be out in front of us, or it can be a little bit closer in. The closer you are, the tougher it's going to be to fully extend up. I'm going to go about kind of where my thumbs are, about where my forehead is. And then from here, I'm going to squeeze my butt so I don't arch from my low back too much. And then from here, butt tight, reach up, hold it for a quick second, and then come back down. Again, the closer your hands are, or further down your hands are, the tougher it is to extend your arms all the way. And if you're on the little bit tighter side, bring your hands up a little bit higher up. I'm going to go about forehead level, squeeze the glutes, and let's do 10 reps here. All right, 10 reps. Again, keep the glutes tight so we lock out that low back and then extend up. Make sure the front of your hips stay on the ground too. And this is, again, really good for T-spine extension, but you also get a good stretch in the abs. Now our last stretch for this routine is going to be 90-90 position. So 90-90, front shin is parallel to your upper body, and then we're creating a 90-degree with our knee. Our back leg, again, 90-degree with the knee, and then make sure your both feet are flexed up. From this position, sit up as tall as you can, and then you're going to just hinge forward. Try not to hunch over, keep that chest out, feel nice and tall, and then hinge forward. You can bring your arms out in front. And we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds, and then we're going to bring our arms out in front and then rotate towards our back leg. If this is difficult for you, you can always just support yourself with your hands if it's difficult for you to stay upright. But let's do 30 seconds on each side. 30 seconds in each position on each side. All right, let's go. "30 seconds in each position on each side, so 1 minute on each side. So those are all for the stretches, and as always, we're going to do one stability exercise at the end of the routine. This week it's going to be glute bridge. We're going to lay on our back. Make sure our heels are basically underneath our knees, And then from here, you're going to squeeze your glute and then drive your hip up. Make sure we're not arching through our low back, and then make sure our hip is nice and in line with the rest of our body. Then squeeze your glute, and then you're going to lift up one leg. If you can't do this, you can go ahead and just keep that other leg on the ground, but we're going to try to accumulate 30 seconds. If you can hold all 30 seconds, that's awesome, but if you can't, just try to work your way up to 30 seconds. If you're doing the one-legged version, if we're up in this position and our leg is out, if we had something up and across our hip here, it wouldn't be shifting side to side. It would be straight parallel to the ground. Okay, so let's hold each side for 30 seconds. And that's it for this week's weekly routine. So 4 stretches, finishing up with a stability exercise. Do it every single day. It should take around 9 minutes, only 9 minutes, and I will see you guys next week.